Hey folks, how's it going? So, one of my previous videos, I did a Skybox 1990 season Series 1, and I recently got in the mail. In fact, I got it in today. I got Series 2 of that same season, and I got this for a really good deal. Typically, the box by itself goes for about $60 on eBay, but found just a unique opportunity to for the same price of $60. Not only did I get the box, but got a couple extra cards. I think it's about 7 or 8 extra packs, as well as 4 packs of the 1991-92 series NBA hoops, as well as this NFL quarterbacks challenge from Domino's Pizza. I'll probably open that one up in the future video with something else, and a few other things. But it was exceptionally good for $60. In fact, the person had multiple units available on eBay, and after I got this, I went and checked, and all of them were gone. So I've a belief that somebody else, once they realized what they received for $60 and saw the incredible value for an incredibly low price, went ahead and snatched up the rest of them. I was going to probably grab another one or two, but no such luck. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and open this up. With the Series 1, we did get a Michael Jordan, and we got a few other ones, a Magic Johnson, a couple of Larry Birds, and what have you. Hopefully we can find another Michael Jordan in this one. But also, one of the cool things in the Series 2, there were some cool team checklists, one with the Chicago Bulls and a few other ones with like the Lakers and what have you. So that's pretty cool. I know for a fact, obviously we're going to open up this box here, and then we're going to open up the packs. And probably as an extra bonus, I'll probably open these up. I don't have any other hoops of this season. I do have a box of 1990 hoops. So we'll just open it up because, like I said, I got all this today. And it's pretty exciting. I was actually looking forward to this all week. So we'll go ahead and get it started. Oh, man. So yeah, I'm guessing whoever got rid of these either had a card shop and they were getting out of the business, or maybe it was through an estate sale and they just wanted to sell all these as much as they can. It was quite a bit of stuff that they were getting rid of. I think they had about like eight of these available, along with the extra packs and what have you. It might be even as high as maybe 15. Now that I think about it, the last number I saw, maybe as high as 15. So I'm guessing they had a case of these and just opened it up and divvied up the remnants of maybe 1 or 2 boxes with the remaining boxes. I don't know, but they just wanted to do something exceptionally nice. It's in a unique situation, but hopefully I can run into something like that again in the future, and I'll definitely try and snag up as much as I can. I think there's 36 packs in here. The way it's looking, that seems to be right. So try to open this as relatively quickly as possible. I don't want to be here for 2 hours. So, but you know what? We'll trudge through this together. Thanks so much for spending time with me and watching. And if you like what you see, you can always hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my box breaks, you can always subscribe, and you'll see more of these in the future. So I do have some more basketball. I have, like I said, the Hoops 1990 season. I also have an Upper Deck, and I have a few other sports as well. I have football and hockey from multiple seasons in the 90s. So we'll just keep going and having fun together. So let's see what we get with the very first pack. Oh man, this thing doesn't want to open. I don't want to mess anything up. Goodness gracious. I don't want to use my teeth because this is a pack that was made, over for 30 years ago. I might have to go back to using the scissors to open these things up, because you could definitely ruin the cards using so much pressure. All right, what do we have here? We have Paul Pressey, Johnny Dawkins, Jerome Lane, Romeo Robinson, Chucky Brown, Drazen Petrovic. He was also in the first series. Atlanta Hawks team card, Ralph Sampson, Glenn Rivers, Derek Coleman, Otis Thorpe, Indiana Pacers, Nate McMillan, Charles Barkley, and Dick Versace. All right, those are a few I see from Series 1, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, hopefully we get a Jordan or two, maybe even a Magic Johnson. I see the Atlanta Hawks were in there. I've been to a few of their games over the years, living in the Atlanta area. I have to say that's a nice stadium. I haven't been there in the past few seasons with all that's been going on in the world, but I do plan on going back. That's an awesome arena. All right, Kevin Johnson, Jeff Hornacek, Don Nelson, John Sally, Isaiah Thomas, T.R. Dunn, Sam Mitchell, Nick Anderson, Alex English, B.J. Armstrong, Brad Daugherty, Ricky Green, Jay Humphreys. Who do we have here? Scott Brooks and Tom Tolbert. So this was way before the years of Kobe, and so. All right. Oh, we have the Washington Bullets. This was the team that is now known as the Washington Wizards. So that's probably I won't say it's a very probably not going to sell for too much, but probably a card that might fetch a couple of dollars online. Sam Vincent, Gerald Wilkins, Rodney McRae, James Edwards, Bill Cartwright, Greg Kite, Terry Porter. Looks like, Terry Teagle, John Bagley, Tim Perry, Larry Brown, Michael Smith, and Billy Thompson, and Bobby Hansen. Good old Bobby. Man, the weather today, golly, it was I would say it was brutal, but nowhere near as bad as it was out there in California. Goodness gracious. They are having several feet of snow. Drazen Petrovic again. Atlanta Hawks. Ralph Sampson. Looks like we have a whole double pack. Glenn Rivers. Derek Coleman. Otis Thorpe. Indiana Pacers. Nate McMillan. Charles Barkley. Dick Versace. Michael Jordan. Well, you know what? That makes up for all these cards that we already got before. Maybe we can run into some more Michael Jordans, but we have another Michael Jordan here, folks. That is absolutely awesome. I'll put that over here. Let's see how does it look. Is it looking pretty clean here? I mean, it doesn't look too off center. I don't see any dings. So that's not looking too bad there, folks. That's looking pretty good. Willie Anderson, Bob Weiss, Del Curry, and Charles Oakley. Man, I thought that pack was going to be an absolute waste of a pack, but color me incorrect. But yeah, I have some family out there in Southern California, and I called my dad, and he said, yeah, they had several feet of snow, and they were without power, and so sending good vibes out there to those guys, so they can. I can tell you right now, pretty much in Southern California, you're not really prepared for weather like that. You might have some thick clothing, but nothing for several feet of snow. It's quite a situation. All right, Gene Littles, Michael Thompson, Mitch Richmond, Sacramento Kings, Jerome Kersey, Thurl Bailey, Johnny Newman, Lester Connor, Vlade Divac, Danny Ainge, Bernard King, flip this over, Mark McNamara, Chuck Person, we have another checklist, and Kenny Gaddison. So in two different Skybox boxes, we've gotten two Michael Jordans. I'm okay with that. I remember getting him back in the day when I used to collect these when I was in high school. Right. So many years ago. What was that? I guess it's officially 33 years ago now. Golly. I'm old. Alright. Mark Bryant. The Dallas Mavericks checklist. Stuart Gray. John Battle. Felton Spencer. Kiki Vanderway. The Minnesota Timberwolves checklist. Mike Smrek. Terry Cummings. Bill Musselman. Karl Malone, the mailman. Kevin Willis. Richie Adubato. Derek Harper. And Antoine Carr. So far, all these cards are feeling pretty nice. Mark Akers, Rick Adelman, Delaney Rudd, Jack Haley, David Greenwood, Mike Jaminski, Andrew Lang, Avery Johnson, Rod Strickland, Tony Campbell, the Boston Celtics checklist. Ken Norman, John Morton, Gary Payton, his rookie card. We'll keep that one. And Blair Rasmussen. Wasn't Gary Payton known as the Glove back in the day? I don't remember. If you remember, feel free to put that in the comments below. But that's a nice clean rookie card of old Gary Payton. When I think he got drafted. Yeah, right here. He got drafted by the Seattle Supersonics. Man, that is one city that did not deserve to lose their team. That was quite an unfortunate situation. Jerry Reynolds, Kurt Rambis, Steve Johnson, Dana Barros, Jack Sigma, the Chicago Bulls checklist. All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna keep that one right here. I remember that was quite popular when I was growing up, and I think it still is. John Williams, Kevin Gamble, Dennis Scott. I think that's another one that's quite worthwhile. I'm going to run out of room here, folks. Joe Klein, Miami Heat, Mark Price, Patrick Ewing, Ron Rothstein, and Ronnie Seekley. So I'm going to put the Dennis Scott with Gary Payton here, and keep the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, I'll keep it right here, folks. It's I have a feeling I'm going to run into a few more here, so I want to keep an open area so I can, before I know it, I'm going to run out of space, especially if I run into a few more Jordans. But yeah, I have a friend that lives up in Seattle, and he told me how the city reacted when they found out they were losing the Supersonics, and he said that has just been a sore spot for all these years, and that's sad. Phoenix Suns, team checklist. Terry Catledge, Maurice Cheeks, Cliff Livingston, Ed Pickney, Brian Shaw, Frank Bukowski, Orlando Blackman, Doug West, George McLeod, Brian Quinnett, Cotton Fitzsimmons, Tom Garrick, Derek Gervin, and Paul Pressey. Alright, we're 1/5 of the way through here. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. I've been talking for almost 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. I'm not used to talking this much. I was never one for talking this long. Even when I had to take speech class, I just kept my sentences short and sweet, to the point. When the teacher said you need to talk about a subject for about 15 minutes, I constantly told her if I can't get my point across in 20 words or less, then it's probably not a point worth making. Brad Doherty, Ricky Green, Jay Humphreys, Scott Brooks, Tom Tolbert, Mark Akers, Rick Adelman, Delaney Rudd, Jack Haley, David Greenwood, Mike Jaminski, Andrew Lang, Avery Johnson, Rod Strickland, and Tony Campbell. I think that was I think that pack was a completely doubles. So, but that's to be expected, you know. But feel free to throw in a Jordan every time. All right, we have Willie Burton rookie card. Frank Cornett. Orlando Magic. Team checklist. John Paxson. Oh, I'm dropping cards here, folks. I got butterfingers. All right, Kevin McHale. Mac Gokus. Kevin Johnson. Jeff Hornacek. Don Nelson. John Sally. Isaiah Thomas. T.R. Dunn. Sam Mitchell. Nick Anderson. And Alex English. So at that rate, maybe a Jordan on this particular stack. Let's see. Let's hope for the best. Alright, what do we have here? We have Weston Garland, Roy Hinson, Byron Irvin, Otis Smith, William Bedford, Mike Woodson, Bill Henslick, Mark Bryant, Dallas Mavericks checklist, Stuart Gray, John Battle, Felton Spencer, Kiki Vanderway, Minnesota Timberwolves. A little banged. Golly, that corner is incredibly banged up. And Mike Smrek. In fact, a lot of these corners on this particular pack was did not fare too well. So I might have to be a little bit kinder opening it. I don't know if that was me or from the box itself. I don't know. That one was pretty rough. Thank goodness there was really nothing in there worthwhile. Alright, what do we have here? We have Kiki Vanderway again, Minnesota Timberwolves, Mike Smrek, Terry Cummings, Bill Musselman, Karl Malone, Kevin Willis, Richie Adubato, Derek Harper, Antoine Carr, Utah Jazz checklist, Mark West, Michael Adams, Orlando Woolridge, and Harvey Grant. Yeah, those corners aren't looking too well either. They're looking kind of sus there. Wow, look at that photo on the back. Was that Rex Chapman? Alright, let's see what we have. Tyrone Bogues, Dan Shays, Joe Dumars, Reggie Theus, Larry Smith, another checklist, Randolph Keys, Detlef Schrempf, Larry Krystkowiak, David Corzine, Ron Anderson, Sarunas Marciulionis, Randy Whitman, Vernon Maxwell, and Rex Chapman. I think Rex Chapman went for the slam dunk contest a time or two in the 90s. I think he had, I think he threw it up behind his back and caught it and slammed it. That was pretty cool. All right, we have another rookie card here. We have Tyrone Hill. Apparently, he was in uniform when he got drafted. Not, who knows? Moses Malone, Philadelphia 76ers checklist. Eric Johnson, Chris Mullen, Jim Lynam, Jerome Richardson, Reggie Lewis, Don Chaney, Tim Hardaway, Dominique Wilkins, Corey Gaines, Tyrone Corbin, Michael Ansley, and Sidney Moncrief. We're almost done with this second stack here. I think we have 3 more packs here on the second stack. Oh, whoa, look here. Look here at the back. Looks like we have a nice, well, not really a surprise, but looks like we might have another Mr. Jordan here. Mr. Golf. All right, let's do this. Johnny Dawkins, Jerome Lane, Romeo Robinson, Chucky Brown, Drazen Petrovic, Atlanta Hawks, Ralph Sampson, Glenn Rivers, Derek Coleman, Otis Thorpe, Indiana Pacers, Nate McMillan, Charles Barkley, Dick Versace, and, you guessed it, Michael Jordan. We got 2 Michael Jordans here. That is awesome. Let's take a look at this. Let's see how it looks. Hopefully that corner is not beat up like the other ones. It's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. All right. So we have 2 Michael Jordans so far in 2 stacks. I like those odds. That makes me feel good. So hopefully we can run into a few more. Golly, this one right here, that this Johnny Dawkins, that got beat up. Well, so thank goodness we didn't see that with the Jordan card. But so far we have a nice little haul here for what I paid for it. All right, we have Corey Gaines. Oh man, look at that! Look at that! That looks horrible. Corey Gaines, Tyrone Corbin, Michael Ansley, Sidney Moncrief, Rick Mahorn, Brad Davis, Bill Winnington, James Worthy, number 42. Doug West, George McLeod, Brian Quinnett, Cotton Fitzsimmons, Tom Garrick, Derek Gervin, and Paul Pressey. And we are at the last pack of the second stack. So see what we get. Well, there's no picture of anybody golfing here, so that's ooh, we have Akeem Olajuwon with them still saying Akeem. Sam Perkins, Adrian Caldwell, Jeff Turner, Casey Jones, Benoit Benjamin, Greg Anderson, Steve Coulter, Scott Skiles, Jim Peterson, Kenny Smith, Quentin Daly, Cliff Robinson, the Cleveland Cavaliers team checklist, and Kevin Edwards. So we are now officially at the halfway through mark of the box, but we are in the third of 5 stacks here. We have pulled 2 Michael Jordans out of this box, and you know what? That's pretty good. And with the other one I pulled out from the first box, I'm feeling all right, feeling okay. Okay, Harvey Grant, Anthony Webb, also known as Spud Webb, Greg Grant, another Akeem Olajuwon, Ed Neely, Jeff Martin, Eddie Johnson. Move this up here. Eddie Johnson, Jerry Sloan, Winston Garland, Roy Hinson, Byron Irvin, Otis Smith, William Bedford, Mike Woodson, and Bill Hanslick. Alright, so far no Magic Johnsons or Larry Birds. I would really like to see a Los Angeles Lakers team checklist. I'm a huge fan of the Lakers. Alright, well, let's see what we got. We have a Terry Porter. Terry Teagle, John Bagley, Tim Perry, Larry Brown, Michael Smith, Billy Thompson, Bobby Hansen, Jerry Reynolds, Kurt Rambis, Steve Johnson, Dana Barros, Jack Sikma. Ooh, another Chicago Bulls team checklist. And a John Williams. Apparently whoever stacked this particular box was a fan of the Bulls, which, considering what they did in the 90s, I am not going to complain. Although they did put a hurting on my Los Angeles Lakers in that 91 finals. Eric Johnson, Chris Mullen, Jim Lynam, Jerome Richardson, Reggie Lewis, Don Chaney, Tim Hardaway, Dominique Wilkins, Corey Gaines, Tyrone Corbin, Michael Ansley, Sidney Moncrief, Rick Mahorn, Brad Davis, and Bill Whittington. Yeah, that finals, when the Lakers won Game 1, I talked quite a bit of smack in high school after the Game 1. I did not think the Lakers were going to win the series, but by them winning Game 1, stealing Game 1 in Chicago, I took what I could get, and I proceeded to get smacked down over the next, was it 4 games? Lester Connor, Vlade Divac, Danny Ainge, Bernard King, Milt Wagner, Vinnie Johnson, Eddie Lee Wilkins, Dick Motta, Mark Alari, John Sunvold, Sidney Green, Randy White, Wayne Cooper, Wayne Rollins, and Steve Kerr. So, almost dropped some cards. In fact, what made the situation even worse during that finals was I was living in Hawaii, going to high school, and the way things were set up as far as TV goes, in order for a lot of the primetime television, a lot of it was tape delay in Hawaii because, when the game being live, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, that's usually around 2 o'clock in Hawaii, and people are still at work and what have you. So in order, a lot of times there was a tape delay, they would play it in the evenings, but it wasn't too far off if you were watching cable like ESPN or something like that to find out the live score. So a lot of times I knew who won the game before the game was actually aired. So it was quite painful trying to watch a lot of those games, especially the game where the Bulls won the title. I'm sitting there watching, just going, yeah, I'm just watching just to see them win and watch my team lose. Mike Schmeck, Terry Cummings, Bill Musselman, Karl Malone, Kevin Willis, Richie Adibato, Derek Harper, Antoine Carr, Utah Jazz checklist. This is right around the time I think we got a Jordan earlier, so we might get another one. Who knows? We'll see. Mark West, Michael Adams, Orlando Woolridge, Harvey Grant, Anthony Webb, and Greg Grant. I guess not. Oh. But yeah, one other thing which made things really funny was during the playoff times, a lot of the games were were played started at noon on East Coast, and so that'd be 6 in the morning in Hawaii, and I'd find myself getting up at 6 in the morning to watch basketball. I was a huge fan of playing basketball and watching basketball, so I get up at 6 in the morning, start watching games, and by the time the last game was over, in the afternoon, evening, it was only early afternoon. So after watching all basketball all day, I'd go out and go play basketball, and a lot of times emulate what I watched on TV. So it was I would say that was a pretty cool experience back in those days. Avery Johnson, Rod Strickland, Tony Campbell, the Boston Celtics team checklist. That's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get a Lakers. Ken Norman, John Morton, Gary Payton. We got another Gary Payton up. Let me put that right here. Sorry if I hit the camera, folks. Blair Rasmussen, LA Clippers. Wow. We have an LA Clippers before we got an LA Lakers. That's interesting. Olden Polynice, Larry Bird, Mike Schuler, Dennis Rodman, Todd Lichty, and a Chris Ford. Now that was some new cards in this series that we did not see before. The Clippers. My goodness. We got the Clippers before we got the Lakers. And this was back when the Clippers was still owned by, was it Don Sterling? And they were the absolute joke of Los Angeles. Oh, looks like we might have a Sean Kemp here. That's pretty cool. All right, Kevin Gamble. Another Dennis Scott. Wow, we have But we haven't gotten a Kendall Gill yet. That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna push these up here so I don't ruin the cards. In fact, I'm gonna move the whole stack over here. I'll leave these two over here, but then shot. But I don't want to ruin the cards. All right, Kevin Gamble, Joe Klein, Miami Heat, Mark Price, Patrick Ewing, Roy Rothstein, Ronnie Seekley, Hershey Hawkins, Phil Jackson. Wow, we got a Phil Jackson. You know what? I'm gonna put that here with the Chicago Bulls. All right, Byron Scott, J.R. Reed, San Antonio Spurs, Charles Smith, and we got a Sean Kemp. I'm gonna put that right here as well. Wow, we got a Phil Jackson. Are we gonna get a Pat Riley? Was Pat Riley still coaching 91? 1990, 91? I think he was. If not, we'll see. But I didn't even come to my mind to have a Phil Jackson card here. I would say arguably the most greatest NBA coach of all time. James Worthy, especially when he started coaching the Lakers. Doug West, George McLeod, Brian Quinnett, Cotton Fitzsimmons, Tom Garrick, Derek Gervin, Paul Pressey, Johnny Dawkins, Jerome Lane, Ramil Robinson, Chucky Brown, Drazen Petrovic, Atlanta Hawks, Ralph Sampson. So by that, we're at the end of the third stack. At the earlier rate, we should get a Jordan this pack, one per stack, but chances are we won't. But let's just hope for the best. All right, let's see. We have Roberts, a Charlotte Hornets team checklist. Winston Bennett, Steve Alford, Chris Jackson. Later to be known as, I think, Mahmoud Aruf or something like that. Look it up. It's a long story. John Koncak. Lakers! We got the Lakers! Hot diggity dog. I was going to say something else, but I chose not to for the sake of keeping this family friendly. Sedale Threet. Gary Grant. Mike Dunleavy, yeah, he's the guy who became the coach after they tossed Pat Riley. Irvin Magic Johnson. Wow, we got a few Lakers here. Two awesome Lakers in one pack. Wayman Tisdale, Gene Littles, Michael Thompson, and Mitch Richmond. So we did not get a Michael Jordan in that pack, but we got two things that were arguably even better. We got a Los Angeles Lakers and an Irvin Magic Johnson. And I could even say the Phil Jackson was a nice surprise for this particular pack. I really, really regret not buying another one of these from that seller, considering of all that we got here, the extra packs, the NBA Hoops packs, all for $60. I'm really starting to regret that. I wish I'd have gotten another one or two of these boxes. Maybe, just maybe, a few more will show up for whatever reason. But yeah, that's that was a nice, pleasant opportunity. And it was all free shipping as well. So, I mean, for what all they shipped for $60. Golly, I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling here. All right, let's see what we have here. Looks like we have Willie Anderson, Bob Weiss, Del Curry, Charles Oakley, Phoenix Suns team checklist, Terry Catledge, Maurice Cheeks, Cliff Livingston, Ed Pickney, Brian Shaw, Frank Burkowski, Rolando Blackman, Chris Dudley, Ron Higgins, and another checklist. Man, this box has been absolutely awesome. All right, we have Milt Wagner, Vinnie Johnson, Eddie goodness, Eddie Lee Wilkins, Dick Motta, Mark Alari, John Sunvold, Sidney Green, Randy White, Wayne Cooper, Wayne Rollins, Steve Kerr, Fred Roberts, a Charlotte Hornets checklist, Winston Bennett, and a Steve Alford. I think that pack can go under, maybe not completely needed. All right, we have Larry Nance, Lenny Wilkins, Stacy King, Scottie Pippen. You know, I'll put that up here. Seattle Supersonics team checklist. You know what? I'll put that up here too, just out of old time's sake. Randy Brewer, Derek McKee, Joe Wolf, Mookie Blaylock, Rick Smits, Rory Sparrow, Reggie Miller. A couple of new players here. Ed Neely, Jeff Martin, and Eddie Johnson. That Seattle Supersonics is looking pretty nice. I'm hearing the NBA might expand again, and if they do, I heard Seattle is in possibly the top running to get another team. Let's hope that happens, because they're one of the few teams that really deserves, one of the few cities that really deserves a team. I think St. Louis would be another awesome city. All right, Mark Jackson, Trent Tucker, Willie Burton, Frank Cornett, Orlando Magic, John Paxson, Kevin McHale, Matt Gukas, Kevin Johnson, Jeff Hornacek, Don Nelson, John Sally, Isaiah Thomas, T.R. Dunn, and Sam Mitchell. I had a feeling that Michael Jordan might not show up with Isaiah Thomas in the same pack. All right, what do we have here? Oh, I'd like to get still get a Kendall Gill rookie card. Dave Hoppin, Tom Chambers, Bill Fitch, David Robinson. We'll put that here in this stack. Walter Davis, Paul Westhead, Charles Jones, John Stockton, Washington Bullets, Sam Vincent, Gerald Wilkins, Rodney McRae, James Edwards, Bill Cartwright, and Greg Kite. We have a few more in this particular box. We're hitting the 40-minute mark. Chances are we might hit close to an hour by the time we're done. All right, Derek. Chivas. Will Purdue. Brad Lohaus, Reggie Williams, Terry Davis, John Williams, Ken Bannister, Alvin Robertson, Danny Young, Houston Rockets. I think that's the first time we've seen them. Grant Long, Herb Williams, Tyrone Hill, Moses Malone, and the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't think we've seen a New York Knicks team checklist yet. Or Dallas Mavericks. What else? The Milwaukee Bucks. Those are the other ones I can think. Portland Trailblazers, maybe we haven't seen yet. Trying to think of some other ones. Those are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head. Alright, Chris Jackson rookie card again. John Koncak. Another Los Angeles Lakers. You know what? That goes right here. Sedale Threet. Gary Grant. Mike Dunleavy. Irvin Magic Johnson. I like this. 3 Lakers cards in this pack. Wayman Tisdale. Glenn Littles. Michael Thompson. Another Laker. Mitch Richmond. Sacramento Kings. Jerome Kersey. Thurl Bailey. And Johnny Newman. As a Lakers fan, that was probably one of the best packs out there. Wasn't it like 5 Lakers cards in there? Including a Magic and a team checklist card. Alright. Let's see what we get here. Jerry Sloan. Winston Garland. Roy Hinson. Byron Irvin. Otis Smith. William Bedford. Mike Woodson. Bill Hanslick. Mark Bryant. Dallas Mavericks team checklist. I think that was one of the ones I said earlier that we did not get, and we have it now. Stuart Gray, John Battle, Felton Spencer again, Kiki Vanderway, and Minnesota Timberwolves. So 2 of the team checklist that I said we did not get, looks like we got. And this is the final pack of this particular box before we get into the extra packs. So let's hope we get another Jordan. Let's go for 3 in the box. That would be just for lack of a better term, flippin' sweet. Alright, let's see what we got. We have Nick Anderson. We have Alex English. We have a B.J. Armstrong. Brad Daugherty. Ricky Green. Jay Humphreys. Scott Brooks. Tom Tolbert. Mark Akers. Rick Edelman. Delaney Rudd. Jack Haley. David Greenwood. Mike Jaminski. And Andrew Lang. So yes, that box only produced 2 Jordans. But you know what? That was 1 more Jordan than the other box. So that's I like that. That's 3 Jordans in total in out of 2 boxes. I can live with that. But you know what? We have the bonus packs. We have, looks like we have 7 bonus packs. We also have the NBA Hoops packs. So we're gonna open those up here. Maybe we'll get another Jordan. That would be freaking sweet. Maybe we'll get another Lakers checklist. Maybe we'll get another Phil Jackson. Let's see what we get. Maybe we'll get a Kendall Gill rookie card. Well, let's see. Casey Jones. Benoit Benjamin. Greg Anderson. Steve Coulter. Scott Skiles. Jim Peterson. Kenny Smith. Quentin Daly. Cliff Robinson. Cleveland Cavaliers checklist. I don't think we got one of those before. Kevin Edwards, James Donaldson. We got a Kendall Gill. Look at that. That is nice. And it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I think we might submit that one to the nice folks at PSA. Craig Hodges and the Milwaukee Bucks. So we got 2 more team checklists. But we also got a Kendall Gill. That is awesome. Awesome, I tell you. Man, this has been probably one of my best breaks ever. Alright, let's see what we get. We have a Mike Schuler, a Dennis Rodman, a Todd Lichty, a Chris Ford, a Buck Johnson, a Robert Parrish, a Portland Trailblazers. Look at that. That actually looks pretty cool. I've never been a big fan of Portland, but that'll work. That'll work. Dan Marley, Sean Elliott, Dennis Hopson, Craig Elo, Tyrone Bogues, Dan Shays, Joe Dumars, and a Reggie Theus. Wow, it's been 45 minutes. It's only 7:30. All right, what do we have here? We have another Chris Jackson, John Koncak, another LA Lakers team checklist. That is pretty cool. Sedale Threet, Gary Grant, Mike Dunleavy, and Irvin Magic Johnson, Wayman Tisdale, Gene Littles, another Michael Thompson, Mitch Richmond, the Sacramento Kings, Jerome Kersey, a Thurl Bailey, and a Johnny Newman. So I think it's safe to say if you get a Lakers checklist, you know what other cards you're going to get in that particular pack. It's not a complaint, but it seems to be pretty consistent. All right. Oh, we have a Bobby Hansen, Jerry Reynolds, Kurt Rambis, Steve Johnson, Dana Barros, Jack Sikma, another Chicago Bulls team checklist. That is pretty cool. John Williams, Kevin Gamble, another Dennis Scott rookie card, Joe Klein, a Miami Heat checklist, Mark Price, Patrick Ewing, and Ron Rothstein. Wow. That is pretty cool. I can live with that. I should have taken another drink. I'll do that after I finish this pack here. I didn't realize how long I've been talking. Alright, we have Cotton Fitzsimmons, Tom Garrick, Derek Gervin, Paul Pressey, Johnny Dawkins, Jerome Lane, Romeo Robinson, Chucky Brown, Drazen Petrovic, Atlanta Hawks, Ralph Sampson, Glenn Rivers, Derek Coleman, Otis Thorpe, and an Indiana Pacers. I don't remember if we got an Indiana Pacers before. Take a quick drink. Alright, so we're down to the last two. The final two. Let's see what we get. Well, no golf. No golf in the back. So alright, we have another Gene Littles, Michael Thompson, Mitch Richmond, Sacramento Kings, Jerome Kersey, Thurl Bailey, Johnny Newman, Lester Connor, Vlade, Danny Ainge, Bernard King, Mark McNamara, Chuck Person, checklist, Kenny Gaddison. Alright. Down to the last one. Will we get a Michael Jordan? We have two. We have three checklists here. We have a Phil Jackson. Let's see what we get. I need to remember to give these guys an excellent feedback on this purchase. Alright, well, nothing here on this side. So let's flip it over. Let's see what we get. We have a Detlef Schrempf, a Larry Krystkowiak, a David Corzine, Ron Anderson, Shermanus Marcelonis, Randy Whitman, Vernon Maxwell, Rex Chapman, a Golden State Warriors team checklist. I don't think we got one of those before. Mark Jackson, Trent Tucker, Willie Burton, Frank Cornett, Orlando Magic, and John Paxson. So we did not get another Michael Jordan. We got two. That is still awesome. I will probably clean these up to have these graded. But we also did get the team checklist. Here I am messing up the cards. We got a Kendall Gill rookie card. We got a Phil Jackson. We even got a Sean Kemp and numerous other rookie cards. So that is excellent for $60. I mean, I think one of these cards will definitely cover that purchase. So I'm really regretting not getting more of those, unfortunately. But you know what? As they say, it is what it is. But you know what? We're going to do a bonus. We're going to open up these 4 packs of the 1991-92 Series 1 NBA Hoops cards. Maybe we'll get lucky and pull another Michael Jordan. We'll see. I don't think I've ever opened one of these cards before in the past. I don't remember. We'll see how it goes. Oh, goodness! Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Michael Jordan. Look at that. Look at that. That is awesome. And it's looking pretty tight. It's got a little ding here, so I don't think that will get a 10. But everything else is looking pretty nice. Oh, man. Wow, that is wow. Wow. 3 Jordans. 3 Jordans off of this package. I don't know what to say here. This is just... wow. Okay. Wow. Kevin McHale, Cliff Livingston, Dick Motta, Mike Jaminski, Dan Shays, Don Nelson, Xavier McDaniel, Chris Morris, Robert Parrish. Looks like it's well, he's with Golden State, so I guess he got traded, I guess. Bimbo Coles, Darrell Walker, and then we have another. We have a Larry Bird, but we also have another Michael Jordan. A Michael Jordan and a Karl Malone. I guess it's a scoring card. So I guess that still counts, folks, as a Jordan. So we've pulled, in this whole package alone, 4 Michael Jordan cards, and I still have 3 packs to go. I'm at a loss for words. This is absolute amazing. I don't think I've ever pulled this many Jordans in a single break. And what's even cooler, oh man, I wish I'd bought more of these. The more Jordans I pull, the happier I get. But at the same time, I'm like, oh man, I could have got more. That's the greedy kid in me. I'm like Daffy Duck in that episode where he finds the treasure. And he starts kicking people out and going, get back in there. Go. Mine. All right, I opened up another pack. So this one looks like it's a milestones, and this one looks like it's a scoring milestone. So we still have the opportunity to get his actual player card. This one's an all-star card, so this is James Worthy. So it looks like there's still an opportunity to get more Jordans. All right, James Worthy, James Donaldson, Chuck Daly, Charles Barkley, Vlade, Paul Westhead, Brad Daugherty, Mike Brown, Checklist, Sidney Green, Darryl Valentine, Rick Adelman, A.C. Green, Jerry Reynolds, and what do we have here? We have a Buck Williams and a Robert Parrish. Looks like it's for a field goal percentage. Oh man, this is quite the haul here. I'm gonna have to go see my guy, my local guy, and see what's worthy of being submitted. And then, all right. So we have another with Hakeem Olajuwon and David Robinson. A celebration with David Robinson, AJ English, Todd Murphy, Bob Hill. Detlef Schrempf, looks like he's got the 6th Man Award. Ronnie Seekley, Jerry Sloan, John Sally, Rick Mahorn, Larry Brown, Jeff Malone, Gary Grant, Jim Lynam, Eddie Johnson, and John Battle. Woo! Alright, one last pack here to go. Man, I'm just flabbergasted at what we got here. I want to keep this going. I want to keep this train going. I don't want it to stop. Alright, Jay Humphreys, Patrick Ewing, looks like an all-star card. Bill Cartwright, Dale Ellis, Magic Johnson, MAGIC, and that's another all-star card. Chuck Person, Jerome Lane, Michael Jordan again! Excuse me. Michael Jordan again. And I don't really see anything wrong with it. The corners look good. The front looks good. I haven't looked at the back. The back looks good. Another Michael Jordan. That is number 5. Wow. 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 I don't know what else to say. Clyde Drexler, Fat Lever, David Robinson, Moses Malone, J.R. Reed, John Stockton, and Joe Klein. That is it. That is all of the packs from that particular box. The Skybox Series 2, as well as the 4 hoops that produced 2 Michael Jordans from the Skybox, 3 Michael Jordans in just 4 packs of the NBA hoops. What was it? 2 or 3 of the Chicago Bulls checklist. We got a Phil Jackson. We did get a Shawn Kemp. We got several Magic Johnsons. I think we got, what, 3 or 4? Let's take a look. I forget. I can't remember. I'm old. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. My Magic Johnsons. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I watched a lot of Sesame Street as a kid, and had to watch even more as a teenager with my younger sisters. And then we have another Magic Johnson with NBA hoops. So that was 4 Magic Johnsons. So 5 Michael Jordans, 4 Magic Johnsons, a bunch of nice rookie cards, a Shawn Kemp, Phil Jackson. My goodness. Oh, man, we're coming to an hour here, but I don't think I've ever pulled anything like this before. And man, that is freaking awesome. Wow. And the cool part about it is I get to put it all into penny savers and into other sleeves, and then I'll probably talk to my guy to see what we need to do to get them submitted, and hopefully get them graded, and maybe sometime in 2024 or 2025 I'll get them back. and then I can determine what to do with them then. But yeah, that is quite awesome. I don't know what else to say. I'd say I'm speechless simply because I've said everything I've wanted to say before, and wow, that is probably the best $60 I've ever spent on a box of cards, and I really wish I had bought more than one. But you know what they say, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't know where that saying came from, but I really liked what I got here. So anyway, that's it. What did you guys think? Did you like what I pulled here? Let me know. Post in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts were. Did you did you like it? Did you not like it? I don't know if my camera cut out for a second there. My computer almost went to sleep. But it's still recording, so that's what it says. I'll live with that. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, folks. Thank you so much for watching along. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you want to see me do more unboxings, I'll be doing more in the future. I do have some more Series 1s here, and chances are in the near future I'll probably buy more Series 2, and I'm really going to look out to see if I can find anything like those other packages I bought, and maybe stumble across something as cool as that. But yeah, even these 1991, 92 Hoops cards were pretty cool, so I'll probably buy a box or two of those. I haven't bought one of those before. I don't know how expensive they are, but I will probably buy one or two of them in the near future, just so I can experience this again, because I don't remember seeing these before, and but I remember seeing those as a kid, but these right here, these are all new to me, so I'd like to see it go through that again. So I'll buy those and probably do another video in the next upcoming months, because I still have more baseball, more basketball, more hockey, and football to open up over the next coming weeks. And I'm not trying to do this every single day. I'm trying to do maybe one or two a week, and I'll post it accordingly. And maybe if I can get a fixed schedule, maybe even do a live stream. And if you would like that, by all means, hit the thumbs up button and post in the comments below that if you would like to see me do this live. That might incentivize me to do something like that, because I mean, I just did this for an hour, and I could have live streamed this one. I wasn't interrupted by anything during this particular recording, so I might be able to do this more and more in the future. So that's refreshing. Anyway, I've talked enough as it is. I need to get some more water in me. I'm really excited about what I saw here, and thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time.